and welcome to today's session of our 12-minute movement series for the month of January. We've already done a good few workouts, so this is number 4 throughout the month, and the main focus today is actually going to be a stretch and a little bit of hip mobility. So we're going to focus on lower back, we're going to focus on the hips and a little bit of side stretching and a few twists. So it's going to be a little bit of a yoga twist to today's workout. This workout would be great for you to do after a walk, after a run, or before, and also on a rest day as well, or even before or after one of my other workouts. Now I am going to try and focus to keep to the 12 minutes, which is the main point of this program, but it may creep over to about 15 minutes. Sometimes when I do stretching flows, they do kind of I get a little bit more kind of carried away with it because the stretch feels so good, and we'll be holding some particular stretches for a longer period than perhaps if we were working out. So first of all, I want you to come into a seated position and take the legs out wide, and then just relax the knees and then just give them a little shake. Now all I want you to do is bring the toes forward. So we're going to internally rotate from the hip and then externally rotate out, so take the toes back. So you'll just see my feet are just going to move forward and back. Now you can place the hands down to the ground, onto the thighs, wherever's comfortable. And then just focus on some breathing. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, hands slowly out through the nose. Continue with these hip rotations. Drop the shoulders down and back. And then sit a little bit taller. So we're going to pull the belly button back, straighten the back, roll the shoulders up and back, and chin is now away from chest. Now find stillness with the feet. Flex the toes up. And then keeping your chest forward. We're actually just going to rotate, so we're keeping this torso forward, round. So the movement's coming from the waist, so the belly button is going to go round. And then walk the hands down. Now keep both bum cheeks to the floor. And you're going to get a little stretch on the outer part of the hip into the lower back. Now keep those toes flexed, so we're staying active through the legs. Now lift up the torso, twist round, over to the other side, and then come forward again. And be aware of how this is feeling. So if it's feeling quite tight, we can see and compare at the end of the session, even just after kind of 10 minutes of stretching, how the lower back and hips can mobilise. Keep those feet flexed, belly button drawn back, lift up the torso, and then just come forward. Now scoop your tailbone back, so your bum back. Keep externally rotating out of the inner thighs as we go down. You're going to feel that stretch. Relax the shoulders. And then come back up. If that's too intense, bring the legs in slightly. Now lift up the arms. We're going to twist round, belly button goes to one leg. We're then going to fold forward, keep the arms going forward. They're going to go down past the ears, past the chest. We're going to tap the ground with the little fingers and then come back up. Use the waist, use those abs as we twist round to the other side, glide forward with the chest. Take the hands down, get the stretch through that lower back and upper back. Come up. We're going to twist round. Make sure you're breathing, nice deep breaths. Exhale as we fold. When we're down, we're now going to open up this top arm and then push up and out. Get that lovely rotation. Externally rotating the leg we're going away from. So push that toe out. Push out of the ground, come up to centre. Deep breath in, relax the shoulders as you exhale, twist round. Go all the way down, keep both bum cheeks grounded. Now let's twist and open up the chest, open up through the front part of the hip, through the rib cage. Breathing in through the nose. Slowly out. Get that twist as you just come back up. And then from there, come forward. Just relax the hands down. And if you're here and you feel the stretch, stay here. If you can come lower, then do so. Now pull the legs open slightly. If your legs are shaking, it's too intense, then ease off. And then come up. Now, if you've got a bottle there, or if you've got some hand weights or a remote control or anything at home, I want you to place it just in front, right in front of you. We're then going to take the hands down. You're going to lift up one leg, tap over that object, and then come back. And then other leg. Come in, lift up. So you can keep the hands down, just onto the fingertips. So we're not putting all of the weight through the upper body. You can bring the arms forward. Try not to rock the torso. Keep solid. If that's okay, take the arms up. Pull up and in through the core, through the belly button. We're still strengthening up through the whole of the stomach and lower back. Let's go one more of each. If that's too intense, take the hands back. One more. And then rest there. Bring one leg up, take it over, hug that knee in, rotate and twist behind, look behind you, get the neck stretch. And then change, bring that leg over, hug the knee and rotate. And come forward, just remove that object. Then from here we're going to sit with one leg in front, 90 degrees with that leg, 90 degrees with the other leg. We're going to take the hand down. You're going to lift up to the shin and onto the kind of inner to upper part of the fleshy part of the knee, not on the kneecap. And we're going to come up and we're going to open up, stretch through this hip, get the arm up. And then take it down. And again, we're going to do 3. Squeeze the glutes. Breathing in. Exhale as you come down. One more time. Come all the way up. Push up, open. Now open the chest. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, come down. And then square your shoulders in front of the shin, and we're just going to walk the torso down over the front leg. Now I'm going to show you from this angle here. The legs are still at 90-90. We're going to come forward and down with this back hip. Now anyone who is used to doing yoga, maybe some Pilates, maybe you're quite flexible and you do your stretching, if this is feeling okay, then I invite you to go into the pigeon. So the leg is forward and then that leg is back, and then you come high and then come down. But if that's too much for the hips, for the glutes, for the lower back, then stick with this back leg at 90. And I'm going to stay here for a little while. Relax those shoulders. Now we've been here coming on to a minute, if you stayed with me at the beginning, unless you've moved around a bit. Now see if you can just take that back knee away from you slightly and then push the hip into the ground. And then gently come up. We're going to stay in this position. I'm going to be moving now, so you will be moving with me. We're going to take the feet, soles of the feet down, and then we're going to shift to the other side. And we're going to do that a few times. So we're here, we're just going to mobilise through the hip joint, come to here. Now I'm taking the hands back because I'm just feeling that lovely stretch, not being too aggressive on the body. And you will shimmy and move around. Let's go 2 more times. Push the hips forward. Last one. So now we're going to do the exact same on the other side. So leg forward 90 degrees, leg back 90 degrees. Take this hand down, sweep forwards, come up, open through the hip flexor, through the chest, and take it back. And again, breathing in. Exhale as you come down. Come up, open the chest, look up towards the ceiling. And then take it all the way down. Bring the leg in front 90 degrees, make sure the leg at the back is at 90. Bring the chest forward, and then we're going to fold down over this front leg. And you may feel there's a difference in tightness from your left to your right side. So just be aware of how the body's feeling today. And then if you are going there, we're going to shift that back leg back into the full pigeon and then just hold that stretch. We stay here for just under a minute. And by all means, you can stay longer. If you're enjoying the stretch, you can pause this and stay for extra. Now relax those shoulders. Whatever position you're in, see if you can let this hip go a little bit more forward into the ground. Increase that stretch. Deep breath in. As you exhale, just shift the body over. Walk the hands up and then place both feet to the floor, to your mat. Take the hands down and then we're just going to shift side to side and you're going to lift up slightly. So you're a little squeeze of the glutes as we lift up, just side to side. Now roll onto your back, hug the knees in, have a little rock side to side and just walk the hips and lower back away from you. So I'm just doing like a little figure of 8 for my lower back. Take both feet to the ground, lifting up the left leg. Take that left leg over to right for a standard glute stretch. Bring the leg in. I'm going to push my left knee away, draw the right thigh towards me. Now you can stay here with this stretch if it's enough. If not, you take the hands out and then let the left foot go over to the right. So the sole of the foot's going to go to the ground. And then push that left knee away from you. I tend to call this with my clients a pretzel. I just feel like we're just a bit twisted, aren't we? But it's a real deep, intense glute, lower back and hip stretch, outer hip stretch. If it's too aggressive with the push, then you can just take the hand away and just let the knee be. As we're in this spinal twist, have a deep breath in and exhale, relax. Now take the hand away if it was there, come up, draw the knees into chest and then change side. Take the feet down, lifting up the right leg, take the right leg over to the left, standard glute stretch. Push the left knee away, draw the right thigh towards you. And again, if this is enough, stay here. If not, we're going to twist over to the left. So the right sole of the foot is going to come to the ground. We're going to then push the right knee away from you with that left hand. With every exhale, just relax that lower back. We can hold a lot of tension and emotion in the hips without realising. One more breath in. Now take the hand away, lift up those legs, come all the way in with the knees, get the stretch. And then from there, lift both legs up, just go for a few rotations of the ankles. Might be a few clicks and clunks. And then just give those legs a shake. Okay, come back up to seated. Taking the legs into that open position. Take the hands behind, lift up the bum, place the bum back down so the pelvis is nice and even onto the ground. Lifting those arms up, twist the torso round, come forward. See how that's feeling. Keep grounded through both of the bum cheeks. Push out the ground, come up. Twist to the other side, take it down. Come all the way up, and then scoop your tailbone, your butt back, let the chest come forward. Now lift the toes up towards you, push them back, externally rotate out of the inner thighs. See, this is where it goes into the 15 minutes. I do get carried away. So I am going to just do one more little stretch to finish. Come up. Now you can repeat what we were just doing, where we go side to side, create some twists, do a little bit of freestyle stretching. Now I'm going to bend one knee. I'm going to hold on with the opposite hand. I'm going to lift up the arm and then go across. And then I'm going to let this knee kind of drop out. And then get a side stretch. Relax that top arm. And you can have a play around with this. If you tilt the chest forward, you're going to get the stretch into the lower back. If you open the chest, we're going to get the front of the hip and a little bit of the chest through the armpit going down. So just go wherever feels good with this stretch. Now push up out of that stretch. And then just bring the foot in, just relax that leg. Give it a few little bounce, it will relax. Okay, take that leg out. Bring the other foot in. Holding on with the opposite hand to the ankle, lifting up that arm. And then we're just going to let that leg relax as we go over and stretch. Now this is usually it is my tighter side. I've got an impinged socket. My femur doesn't sit into the hip socket correctly on this side. So I always suffer with my lower back hips on my left. So you will probably see, and I can see, I can't bend as much and feeling the stretch. So, you know, everyone is so different with their bodies. We're going to have one side where we can do a move, the other side we can't. We've got different leg lengths, torso lengths. So just go to where your body needs to go. Okay, last little bit. Just go forward and back. And then come up. Bring the foot into centre to shake out that hip. And then sit with the legs crossed or out in front if that's more comfortable. We're just going to do a little rotation left to right as we finish today's stretch. So I'll be back with you next week for our 12 minutes of movement, and again it'll be a good mix of upper, lower, abs. And if there's any suggestions, recommendations, what you'd like to see throughout the month of January, then just let me know. If you've really enjoyed this stretch and you'd like to see more of this kind of mobility work, then I'll be happy to do so. I do teach stretch and stability classes, and it's just amazing how much stronger our core can get and just get rid of any, or help to prevent any niggles and injuries. Don't forget to subscribe, obviously like this video, recommend it if you think it would be helpful to anyone, and have an amazing day, and I will see you all here on the mat very, very soon. Bye.